Hello. Today I'm going to share with you some knowledge about the blackberries, something that I have found out while eliminating them in this farm here that I got and that I wanted to plant. So here is all the information. I will first start showing you what tools I use. The most important tool is this one, which is kind of heavy, and with its heaviness you can actually be helped when you whip the tool to cut them better. You always need also a file in your pocket because it needs sharpening quite often. There is another one like that with a smaller curve that is for blackberries that are not so like that, are quite thin. The other one will be better for thin ones, but this is better for thick ones. The other tool that I use, the second in importance, is this tool here that I clear first with this tool the blackberries in order to get to the root of it, and then quite low I cut the, the blackberries, as much as I can, and then after with my hands I try to pick them up with the gloves that the special gloves that the thorns of the blackberries cannot go through, and I pick them up and pull them out. And then if they are very long, I pile them all together, like several of them, until they're not so heavy, so I can carry them away. Then the next tool in importance is after you do the work, after you cut the blackberries, is this tool here, so you can pick them up. It's a regular fork, but this tool is also very important because once the blackberries are cut, maybe you cannot really pull them, or there are too many, or there are dry ones inside mixed up together with the fresh ones. So what you do is you grab them. You see, this tool is not, you cannot find it easily. It's quite rare to find it. So you grab them and you pull, and this somebody made actually, so you can grab here and have a better pull. Once they're pulled, this is also the tool that you accumulate them all together in one place, from here, from there, and then you double it and you press it, and you can press it even with this type of shoes because they do not, the thorns do not come to your feet. And then once they're pressed, they stick together better, and then you can get a fork and pick them up. And the best way to pick them up is to actually hold them up on top of your hand and walk like that until the pile that I will show you later over there, that you just throw it on the pile, and then after it's good if you have also a piece of metal or a piece of heavy wood to hit the pile so the pile will go lower and lower. The next tool in importance is after you do all the work, for the finest stuff, you use a regular rake to get all the little details in one pile. These details are going to be used as a mulch to put around the trees or your plants because they're like very fine stuff. And like here, I mulched all my trees. Like here, I mulched it with kind of semi big pieces. So then once it's watered and you put these, the soil will stay wet underneath. So you see, it's like they can be used as a mulch too. Also, all the little fine stuff, you can put it in the compost. That's another use of it. As a mulch is in the compost. All the big pieces like that, this is what I have taken out with my hoe. This is the roots. So this is, I keep it for the fire stove, for the wood stove. So they have also use. It takes long to compost, but for fire it's perfect. All the little roots that are cut, because when you take it out, some roots will stay in the soil. At some point they will sprout. If you cut the sprout as soon as it comes out, one or two or three times at the most, if the root is very big, maybe a third time it come out, the root will not be able to breathe, so it will disintegrate and then provide with the root, when it disintegrates, provides organic matter in the soil. So we got also another issue that sometimes the roots are very, very difficult to get out because there are many, many and very big, like in this case here, where I leave it because we also like blackberries and we want to eat them. So either we'll graft it with a variety with no thorns, or we'll just let it be and make some kind of some support for it to go up and go high, and so we will have our blackberry plant to eat. So then concerning the hoe, it must be kind of heavy because you don't want to, it's not easy to take one blackberry out. You have like to hit it quite much with force in the ground, and also to cut the roots. So if it's not heavy, all the power will go in your hands instead of on the tool that with its weight it falls down. Uh, so okay, so here is the pile with the blackberries, the dry blackberries, that when I pick up a bunch of blackberries, I holding them up like that, I go like that with as much to throw it as much as possible in the center of the pile, and then after that, actually this has been very high, but with the rains in 1 month it went down half. So if it's heat, and especially after at some point like now for instance, if you want to disintegrate fast, you can throw some green grass or some manure or whatever and cover it, water it, cover it, and then it will, in no time, it will disintegrate. It will become the best compost. Another use of the blackberries is that while they are on the farm, on the lot before you clear it, they're the best fertilizing plant that there is. It makes the soil very rich. It's so thick, the blackberries, that do not permit the sun rays to destroy the microorganisms in the summertime. So it keeps like as much wetness as possible. The humidity is like makes everything grow underneath. No other weeds will grow under the blackberry. So when you eliminate them, everything is clear underneath. So it has incredible uses. It's like for me the best weed to prepare the soil for future plantings. Thank you very much for listening, and all the details about anything that I do, I will share them eventually. Goodbye.